Okay, can everybody hear me?
I can, Your Honor.
I can.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, good. We've got all the parties.
Ready, Judge?
Yep.
Okay, we are on the record with the matter of People versus Martin Paul Stewart, case 19-59801FH. This is the date and time scheduled for sentencing. Appearances, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Tara Hindelang on behalf of the people.
And good afternoon, Your Honor. David Cripps, P34972, appearing on behalf of Martin Paul Stewart. We're ready for sentencing, and we have no objection to proceeding by Zoom for the sentencing hearing.
Okay, this is the date, time, and place set for sentencing in this matter. And Mr. Stewart, your attorney, has indicated you have no objection being sentenced over Zoom. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, there is a plea agreement in this case where the defendant pled guilty to count 1, domestic violence, which I believe is a 93-day misdemeanor, and assault and battery, which is also a 93-day misdemeanor. Did everyone have an opportunity to review the pre-sentence investigation report, the body?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Cripps was kind enough to forward it to me.
Yes, Your Honor, I did go over the pre-sentence report with Mr. Stewart. There are no corrections or additions to it.
Okay, and Madam Prosecutor, any corrections, deletions, or additions to the body of the report?
No, Judge.
Okay, I don't think they did guidelines since this is a misdemeanor, right?
Correct,
Correct,
Judge.
That being the case, is
Could
there
I ask
anything-
what, before you sentence, could I ask one thing, Your Honor?
Sure.
My client has asked, in light of the fact that these are misdemeanor offenses and that he's working full-time, if whether you would consider making it non-reporting probation.
Prosecution?
Judge, I would object to that request. I would think that the court would want to see what Mr. Stewart's adjustment to probation would be like prior to approving a request of non-reporting probation. I understand this case has been going on for a long time. However, based on the nature of the allegations, I would still like to see whether Mr. Stewart is adjusting appropriately to probation.
Okay, well, before I make a decision on that, Mr. Stewart, you had an opportunity to review the pre-sentence investigation report with your attorney.
Yes, ma'am.
Is everything stated in the report true and accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, this is what I will do. Well, let me ask this, is there a victim that's speaking at all, Ms. Mathena?
No, Judge.
Or Hendon Lane? I don't know why I'm calling you Mathena.
Either one works.
All right. The court is going to sentence you pursuant to the sentence agreement of 2 years probation. I will make a reporting for the first 6 months. And if Mr. Stewart is following all the guidelines and adjusting well, then it can become non-reporting, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes.
All right, no assault of contact with Laree, L-A-R-E-E, Alejandra, A-L-E-J-A-N as in Nancy, D as in David, R-A-D-S. Banner's counseling. The people, are you withdrawing counts? Are you dismissing counts, or what are you doing?
Yes, Judge, pursuant to the plea agreement, at this point in time, I would move to dismiss counts 1 and 2 and withdraw the notice to enhance sentence habitual third offense notice.
Okay.
No objection.
All right, so that will be done, ordered by the court. All right, so 2 years probation, first 6 months will be reporting. We'll see how Mr. Stewart is adjusting. If he's adjusting fine, it'll be non-reporting after that. You must complete mental health, domestic violence, battery intervention, or other recommended treatment following assessment by a qualified community-based provider. You must pay $100 in state cost court fees. You must pay a crime victims assessment amount of $75. You must pay court costs of $1,300 and no assaultive behavior with the victim, as I've already indicated. And you must pay $30 per month supervision fee.
Your Honor, can I say one thing about the court costs right now? I just now
Sure.
got back. I don't have that kind of money right now. I wish I did.
You don't have to pay it all right now. It needs to be paid before you'll be taken off of
Yeah.
probation.
That's what I mean. With everything going on as far as I'm not gonna have that extra money right now with my bills and paying child support, and I'm just not gonna have that kind of extra money.
The only thing I can do is waive the, court costs. I can't do anything about the $100 state cost, I'm sure you can pay that. And
Yes, ma'am.
$75 for the victim's assessment. With the
Yes,
court costs, they are right now $1,300. I will reduce them to $300, okay?
Thank you,
Thank
Your Honor.
you.
All right. And you still have the $30 per month supervision fee, okay? So that's 1,000 off. It is my duty to advise you that you have a right to request leave to appeal. Oh, there was also 11 days jail credit, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. It is my duty to advise you that you have a right to request leave to appeal from the Court of Appeals to appeal your plea and sentence. If you are unable to afford an attorney, to prepare post-conviction motions or perfect an appeal, this court will appoint an attorney for you at public expense and will provide that attorney with such portion of the transcript as that attorney may require to prepare the motions for an appeal. You are further advised that if you wish to file an appeal or motion, the request for an appointment of an attorney must be made in writing and filed with this clerk of this court within 42 days of today's date. The clerk will email the advice of appellate rights form to your attorney, Mr. Cripps, who will forward it to you. Does your attorney have permission to initial the form on your behalf, acknowledging your receipt of the form?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is a form that you must file with the clerk of this court within 42 days of today's date. If you wish to appeal and need to have counsel appointed for you. If you do not wish to appeal, then you do not need to send the form back in. And then at this time, the probation number, do you have the probation number, Mr. Stewart?
I can write it down. Let me,
Okay, are you ready? Let me know when you're ready.
go ahead.
313 456 4600. That is the number to probation. You need to contact them so that you can get everything set up with respect to your probation. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Anything further from the parties?
Not from the people,
No,
thank
Your Honor,
you.
thank you very much. And I also thank Ms. Hindelang for the offer she made to resolve this case.
I'll pass that along to my supervisors,
I thought you were the supervisor.
not for this unit.
All right. Everybody have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you,
You as well.
Judge. Have a good
Thank
weekend.
you.